yesterday NVL how to handle the null values and how to apply the arithmetic operators. The next basic concept is a literal. What do you mean by literal actually? What do you mean by literal? So a literal and the constant values are synonym to one another and refer to a fixed data value. Constant value anagane fixed value ega. All of you have to speak. Constant value annamante adi fixed value ega. Literal kuda adi fixed value ne. But manaki 4 types of literals unnai. So the types of the literals are recognized by the Oracle are text literal, integer literal, number literal, and interval literals. These two will be using for numeric values. Integer ki number ki difference entante integer that doesn't take the decimal points. Okay, number can take the decimal points also, and number can handle the integer value also. Unfortunately, we don't have a integer in our data types. We are using only number data type. Number data type can handle the both integers and decimal values. The next basic thing is a interval. Interval అనేది మనం ఎక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేస్తాము? That is a time. Indirect గా text literal, number literal and date literal, right? Usually we are using the real times we are using only text literals and integer literals, number literals. Okay, so what is mean by text literal? It is a specific text or character literal. It is used to specify the values whenever text or character appears in expressions, conditions, SQL functions, and SQL statements. Every SQL statement. Okay, any constant text that is help us to understanding the data, that is called a literal. Meeku scenario chudandi ela untundo. So we have a customer data, we have a customer data. Okay, so in this customer data, client is asking us, this is the data, Mr. You are staying at this kind of address, and you have joined on you have joined on this kind of date. This is what he is expecting. Total ga kuda mottam ela ante ika chudandi. So Mr. the next basic thing, Mr. Teja, you are staying at so and so place, and you have joined on same, you have joined all the people who have joined on the same date. You can see if you observe here. Okay, so this kind of report the client has asked me for all the customers. Here, what is a dynamic data and what is a static data here? Guys, you have to speak. What is a dynamic data and what is a static data here? Date, which date? What is the dynamic here?
Place.
This is dynamic data. This is also dynamic data, and this is also dynamic data, and this value, and this value, this is a constant or static data that will help us to identifying. చూడండి, నేను ఇక్కడ క్వైరీ రాశాను అంటే సెలెక్ట్ కస్టమర్ నేమ్ రిపోర్ట్ నువ్వు ఇలా ఇచ్చావు. ఎన్డిఓ కస్టమర్కి నువ్వు క్వరీ రాసే రిపోర్ట్ ఇలా తీసి ఇచ్చావు. క్లయింట్ ఏమన్నాడు, ఆ కాలమ్స్ సంగతి నాకు అనవసరం. I don't want those columns. I want the data like this. This data has been provided by the client. In between, you have to keep what I shared you, the text data. That is a constant data. This is a constant for all the customers, right? For all the customers or all the users, right? So this is a dynamic data, and this is a static data. This dynamic data coming from where actually? This dynamic data coming from where? Customer table. So this kind of static data is called as a literal. That is called a text literal. The first point I have told you, literals are the constant values. See, the literal and the constant values are the synonym to one another and refers to a fixed data value. So that's what this is a text literal. Is it not looking like a fixed data value for all the customers? Is it not looking like a fixed data value for all the customers? What I'm asking, say yes or no. Right. So sometimes the end users or customers or clients may ask these kind of data. At that time, the simple select statement what you have learned, that is not helping you to making this kind of report. Instead, you have to use the literals to project the data as per the client requirement. Clear? Now, this is a data coming from the table. This is the data which we are providing constant value. So we have to combine this column and the text literal, right? Then only it appears in the single line, right? So to append these two values, the column value and the text value, and this is also a column value and this is a text value, and this is coming from the column and this is also a text value. So to append the text literals, text data and the column data, we have to use the concatenation operator. Concatenation operator that help us to combine the two texts or two numbers, or that can combine a text or number. Any combination that will help us to combining the data. Clear? So the text literal should be enclosed with a single quotes. మీరు సింగిల్ కోట్స్ లో అప్లై చేశారంటే ఓరక్లీ స్టేటింగ్ దట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ క్యారెక్టర్ అండ్ దట్ ఈస్ ఏ కాన్స్టాంట్ ఫర్ ఆల్ ద records which are coming from the table. They have properties of both char and varchar two data types. Why? Because మీరు ఇక్కడ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ ద కాంబినేషన్ మీరు టెక్స్ట్ వాడుతున్నారు కాబట్టి, సింగిల్ కోట్స్ లో టెక్స్ట్ పెడుతున్నారు కాబట్టి, ద ఓవరాల్ రిజల్ట్ డేటా టైప్ ఈజ్ ఏ క్యార్ ఆర్ varchar. క్యార్ ఆర్ varchar. ఎందుకంటే మీరు ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ టెక్స్ట్ వాడుతున్నారు కదా, లిటరల్స్ వాడారు అంటే ద ఓవరాల్ రిజల్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది డేటా టైప్ ఈజ్ ఏ క్యార్ ఆర్ varchar. Char or varchar. A text literal can have a maximum length of 4000 bytes. What is the maximum? What is the data type which is having the maximum length of 4000 bytes? What is the data type? That is varchar 2. Varchar 2. Only the varchar 2 data type that is having the 4000 bytes of the data length. Clear? So that is same as that is equals to the varchar 2 data type. See, using the literals character strings. A literal that is declared in the select list can be a character, number or date. మనం చెప్పుకున్నాం కదా, లిటరల్స్ లో 4 types ఉన్నాయి. క్యారెక్టర్ లెటర్లో, number లెటర్లు, ఇంటీజర్ లెటర్లు, ఇంటర్వల్. ఇంటర్వల్ మీన్స్ here the date. Okay, interval means it is a here the date. A literal is not a column name or a column alias. అదేది కాదు, that is a constant value. A literal is printed for each row that is retrieved by the select statement. A literal strings free form text can be included the query as per the requirement. Date and character literals must be enclosed with the single quotation marks. Okay? Date and character literals must be enclosed within the single quotation. Literals increases the readability of the output. A literal is printed for each row that is retrieved by the select statement. Okay, see, to combining the column data and text data, text literal, we are using the concatenation operator. Concatenation operator అంటే 2 pipe symbols ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, 2 pipe symbols ఉంటాయి. 2 pipe symbols అంటే this is called as a concatenation operator. So the client మనల్ని రిపోర్ట్ ఎలా అడిగాడు, ఇలా అడిగాడు. సో దట్స్ వాట్ వీ కెన్. ఈ మధ్యలో ఇంకా కామా ఉండదు. ఓకే, చూడండి, కస్టమర్ ఫస్ట్ నేమ్ concatenated with. Okay, concatenated with, and I can say you are staying at the literal I have taken. Okay, concatenated with. Okay, so this column will be concatenated. అంటే ఈ కాలం వాల్యూ వచ్చేటప్పటికి ఈ వాల్యూతో కన్కాటెడ్ అవుతుంది. ఇది ఈ టోటల్ వాల్యూ అయితే కదా, ఇప్పుడు ఈ టోటల్ వాల్యూ ఇంకో కన్కాటనేషన్ రాసంగా దీంతో కంబైన్డ్ అవుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్ అనదర్ కన్కాటనేషన్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టేకెన్. సో you and you have joined on, you can see the date what I have given here. And one more thing, the last point I can say space, and I have used the date. This is the overall result. Okay, ఇలా లిటరల్స్ కాంబినేషన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు we have to write the alias at the last. I can say customer underscore details. This is the alias for this overall select statement. In between you cannot write the aliases. ఇక్కడ కాలం నేమ్ ఉంది కదా అని చెప్పి మీరు వెంటనే ఇక్కడ స్పేస్ ఇచ్చి you should not write the alias like that. If your query appearing the combination of columns and literals, you have to write the alias at last. Okay, but not in between the column names. when I am executing this, you can see I am copy and pasting the data in the notepad. So this is coming from where actually? This is coming a constant text data. This is coming from where actually? So in my database, data is in uppercase. Avuna? The supplied literal also it is in the uppercase. But the output is looking like a clumsy or not? The output is looking like a clumsy or not? Now I am making the text literal as a init cap. Okay, initial capital letter. And so you are staying at so and you have joined on and we can say date. So whatever you are supplying in the single quote, so whatever the casing you are giving, that casing only will be displaying on the screen. So by executing this query, you can see the initial capital letter data over here. Now you are identifying the differences between the column value and the constant value, right? Right?
Yes.
So we'll export this data from here by using the export command, and I am making it as an Excel export. Here the options will be there. CSV demulated Excel 2003 plus like that. So you can export. You can give the customer data here. Customer data here. I'm executing this. You can see desktop. On the desktop, I have pasted this. Now you can see. This is the customer data. This is the customer data. Clear? This is called text literal. So to combine the constant data and the column values, we have to use the concatenation operator. That concatenation operator helping us adding the text literal and the column values. This is how you can write any kind of select statement. So this is the concatenation operator. I told you, concatenation operator that's helping us the concatenating the data. Now you can see you can write the any number of columns and any number of select star from. So RETBL customer underscore authentication. RETBL customer authentication. So select customer ID concatenated with having the password. You can see this password and he is having the mobile number you can see I can say so, and alias I'm giving so authentication underscore data from RETBL customer authentication. See the customer ID 100001. Okay, and I can say you can keep the another aliases before also. Customer or customer ID. You can see now that is helping us a very meaningful. Customer ID 100001, having the password of QuickPay and having the mobile number, so and so mobile number. You keep this and you can place this. You can identify the difference very carefully. This is the text literal. This is also a text literal, but these are the whatever the I'm selecting here. These are the data coming from the columns, and this is the data coming from the columns, and this last data that is also coming from the columns. That is also coming from the columns. Okay, so this is called text literal. The same time మీరు ఇక్కడ text ఎలా యాడ్ చేస్తున్నారో you can apply the numbers also as a text. Can we apply the arithmetic operators on the literals? Tomorrow I'll continue. Can we apply the arithmetic operators on the literals?